This is Kimberlie Chenoweth. Kimberlie, wow, you look amazing.
Oh, thank you. And you do too.
So let's talk about the new book, Walking in Wholeness.
Yes. I wrote Walking in Wholeness for women who have had a sense of dream. I've always had a really big sense of mission and vision, and recently it's gotten focused on I want to help restore wholeness in the world. And I've been working a lot with women who have also had really big dreams, but their lives have gotten caught up in taking care of other people's needs. They're really busy with children, with spouses, with their own, with work, with jobs, that kind of thing. And their dreams are getting left behind. They often end up feeling very isolated and out of touch with their own friends. And so their dreams are forgotten. And so I wrote this book for these women to help them. You know, there's a point where so many of them go, wow, the life that I'm living really doesn't match the life I imagined for myself. And I want to get my life back on track. So that's who this book is for.
That mismatch between where you thought you'd be and where you are, what your life actually looks like, and just the day-to-day of laundry and pickup and errands, and then all of a sudden where your dreams have evaporated.
Yes.
So Kimberlie, when you were writing this book, were there moments where you experienced writer's block or procrastination or tell them how you dealt with that?
Yeah. You know, there were several spots where this happened, and there were two things that I found really worked for me. Usually it happened because I was either thinking too much or trying too hard. And I would get to be really hard on myself. I needed a good cry. And if I would cry and just release all of that, then I could come back fresh and thinking clearly. The Dagara people of Africa have this beautiful saying that tears are the heart coming to the eyes so it can see better. And I love that. And so I work with that. There was a moment in the book, though, that I had written a lot of. This was the chapter on why women. And I had written a fairly, some part of the chapter. And I got to a point that I didn't know what else to say. And I was feeling really stuck. And I could feel there was something that was there, something more. And I started to feel super, super sleepy. So feeling incredibly groggy, I thought maybe there was something, it's like some part of me wanting to check out or something. But in fact, what I needed to do, I recognized it as Spirit's way of getting my attention that I needed to go plug in more deeply. I needed to get out of my head. I really needed to get plugged back in to the message coming through. Whether we call that the muse or the spirit, the universe, there's a message that's coming through. So I went, laid down, got really, really quiet, and I just reached into the other world. And this download started coming in. It was just so incredibly
You haven't
beautiful.
Told me that story.
Really?
I love that story.
Yes.
I asked that question, but it was a setup because my favorite thing is writer's block, because it is always an invitation from source, whatever you call God. Writer's block is always an invitation to go deeper. And what most people do is they push against it. They resist it, and they try and use, I call it your smart girl, your left brain, the girl who got the A in school, to force into that. And when you can surrender to it in that beautiful way, which is so much scarier because you're like, I'm on a deadline. I can't, I don't got time to lay around. I got to finish this chapter. But yeah, to actually lean in and surrender to writer's block and to greet it as a gift. I've been waiting for you. Come on in. Let's take a nap.
Yes.
So what a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for your book, Walking in Wholeness. And you can see that beautiful cover on the screen. Click on the link, download that, and reach out if Kimberlie is someone you would like to connect with.
And it has gone to #1.
Oh, yay! That's right. Yes. Awesome.
Well, thank you.
All right. Congratulations.